So, you have a Batman movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Amazing. George Clooney's gonna be really excited to make another one.
Oh, no.
You don't want a Batman and Robin sequel?
No, I was thinking we could do Batman's origin story, but dark and gritty.
It's a guy that dresses up like a bat to fight crime, though. It's not really the kind of thing we can make dark and gritty.
Of course we can.
How so?
Well, for starters, by casting a very serious British actor with a temper.
Oh yeah, that is a good start.
Yeah, so anyway, at the beginning of the movie, we're gonna have a young Bruce Wayne fall into a well and get traumatized by bats.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's gonna have nightmares and his dad's gonna be like, oh man, it's the bats again, isn't it?
Oh, poor little Bruce.
Yeah, so then his parents bring him to an opera with just a bunch of bats in it.
Wow, that is pretty inconsiderate.
Yeah, so then he asks if they can leave and both his parents get shot in the alley.
Oh my god.
So as you can imagine, Bruce grows up with fear being a big part of his life.
The fear of guys in alleys with guns?
No, the fear of bats.
Oh, I kinda thought that watching someone murder his parents in an alley would trump the bat thing, but okay.
No, the tiny flying mammals are what spooked him the most.
Well, okay then.
So then a bunch of years later, this guy Ducard wants to recruit him into the League of Shadows so he can be a ninja.
Ninjas? Are you sure this is a dark and gritty film?
Yeah, no, they're like serious ninjas.
If you say so.
So then Bruce and Ducard kind of skate around on an ice rink and play hide and seek together.
Oh, and so then Bruce is a ninja?
Almost, but first Ducard is like, hey, execute this criminal real quick.
Oh, these are some serious ninjas.
I know, right? But then Bruce is gonna say, I'm not gonna be an executioner, you doofus. Get out of here with that nonsense.
So what does he do?
Well, instead of killing the guy, he, makes the entire building explode.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, he just blows the entire place to hell.
But what if people die?
Oh, they do die.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, the leader, Ra's al Ghul, dies, and a bunch of other guys get ragdolled around. A lot of ninjas die.
So what the hell was that thing about not being an executioner? He just killed a bunch of people.
No, he didn't kill them, the explosion did.
I guess that makes sense.
Anyway, so then he's gonna save Ducard from falling off a cliff and head back to Gotham.
Wow, so he's like a rogue ninja?
Yeah, basically, and he hates crime.
And what does he do in Gotham?
Well, he's gonna embrace his fear and become Batman.
Oh, okay, I guess it's good that his childhood fear wasn't the alleyway murderer guy.
Yeah, or instead of Batman, he would have been Alleyway Murder Man.
Definitely less cool.
So he's gonna go see this guy Fox that works at Wayne Enterprises.
Okay.
And it turns out that Fox has a bunch of cool superhero gadgets lying around that he's been working on because of reasons.
That's very convenient for his plan of becoming a superhero.
Yeah, so Bruce is gonna get a cool costume and a bunch of gadgets.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna get some cool explosive things.
And what does he use those for?
He's gonna throw them at some cops that are chasing him and make their car flip.
What? That could have easily killed them.
Yeah, but it's not gonna.
Right, but he couldn't have known that. If a car flips, there's a good chance that someone could die.
But nobody's gonna be killed, so it's okay.
Okay, man.
Batman's also gonna become friends with this cop, Jim Gordon.
Okay.
And they're gonna have these little chats together throughout the movie.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, like Gordon's gonna put out the trash at home and Batman is just waiting outside for him.
Wait, so Bruce was just hanging out outside waiting?
Yeah, I guess so.
What if the trash hadn't been full that night?
Well, maybe he knew that their garbage was gonna be full that night, you know? He is the world's greatest detective.
But that would mean he's been keeping tabs on how full their garbage can is, like on a daily basis.
I guess so.
What if Gordon's wife had put out the trash?
Well, he must have known that Jim's the one to put out the trash.
Wow, Batman must have spent a lot of time watching over their trash habits.
Yeah, must have. Anyway, he's also gonna do this thing where he disappears mid-conversation.
Why would he do that?
Because it's mysterious.
It's rude and inconsiderate.
But also mysterious.
Yeah, I guess.
And we're gonna have Bruce reconnect with his childhood crush, Rachel.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, and they're gonna reminisce about how they always used to steal condensed milk from Alfred.
Condensed milk?
Yeah.
Can we maybe change that to candy or something?
No, you remember when you were a kid and you'd always be like, Mother, could I please have some sweet, sweet condensed milk? And she'd be all like, not until you've brushed Mother's hair, not until you've brushed it well.
Oh, I think you might have had a weird childhood.
Oh, did I? Dang it, that explains some stuff.
Anyway, what are the other characters in the movie?
Well, there's this guy, Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he has this fear gas that makes it go crazy and super scared of stuff.
Wow.
And Rachel is an attorney now, and she's getting real suspicious of him.
Oh, so what does he do?
He shows her that they've been dumping fear poison into Gotham's water supply for weeks.
Why would he show her that?
So we could see it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And we're gonna learn that this stuff gets activated when water evaporates, so the plan is to use targeted microwaves to do that.
Wait, but you said they've been dumping this stuff in the water for weeks.
Yeah, pretty evil, right?
I mean, yeah, but hasn't anyone boiled water or made tea or had a hot shower?
I guess not. No, not in several weeks.
Wow, people in Gotham must stink.
Probably.
Very stinky citizens.
We're also gonna learn that Ducard was the real Ra's al Ghul the whole time.
Oh, so not the one that Batman murdered?
No, that was a fake one.
Right.
And he wants to take the big microwave on a train ride to Wayne Tower and vaporize vaporized all the water.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
Nope, and some of the stuff is gonna get released and people are gonna get all scared and crazy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and Rachel's gonna run into this kid that Batman had a moment with earlier on in the film.
Oh, what are the odds of that?
Well, what are the odds of anything?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess that's a satisfying answer.
And then that Scarecrow guy is gonna pop out and attack them.
Oh man, it's gonna be hard for Rachel and a child to take on a Batman villain.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's gonna be scared for a second, but then she's gonna, tase him in the goddamn face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he freaks out, his horse freaks out.
His horse?
Did I not mention he's on a horse? He's on a horse.
Oh, attacking people while on horseback is tight.
Yeah, it is.
So what happens next?
Well, the plan is for Gordon to use the Batmobile to shoot down the train tracks and stop Ra's al Ghul from getting to Wayne Tower.
Oh, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, and so then, he does that.
Oh, well, great.
And so Batman jumps onto the train to fight Ra's al Ghul.
Wait, why isn't it over? I mean, the train's gonna crash.
Well, he wants to fight him.
Well, okay then.
So then they're gonna fight a little bit, and Batman's gonna be like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Okay.
And so he jumps off the train, and Ra's al Ghul dies.
Pretty sure that's still manslaughter.
Yeah, but it's not murder.
No, not as much as the stuff he did earlier.
So Batman's a good guy.
If you say so.
So what do you think of the dark and gritty Batman?
Well, it sounds like a good idea, but I think we should balance out the darkness with some jokes here and there, you know?
You think so? Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I don't know why, I just have this bad feeling about going too dark with it.
I mean, what could go wrong with that, though?
So you have a Batman script for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
So what's new with Batman?
Well, his growly voice got a whole lot more growly since the first movie.
Oh, he went through bat puberty?
Yeah.
So what does he sound like now?
He sounds like,
Why do you want to kill me?
What?
You garbage who kills for money.
I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Are you talking about hockey? I have no idea what's going on here.
You're gonna love me.
Please stop.
sorry, I got carried away.
That's okay, I get it. Growling is tight.
It is.
So what happens in the movie?
Well, the bad guy in this movie is the Joker, so we're gonna open with him robbing a bank and escaping on a school bus that crashes through the wall.
Not very subtle.
Well, there's a line of school buses passing in front of the bank, so he blends in with them.
No one notices a school bus crashing into a bank and then driving out covered in dust and bricks?
They do not.
Well, okay then.
Anyway, we're also gonna have Bruce go on a super long side quest to China to kidnap a guy.
Oh, that sounds like international terrorism.
Yeah, that.
I imagine it's gonna be hard for him to come up with an alibi for why he disappears at the same time as Batman appears in China.
Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just gonna very publicly take an entire Russian ballet troupe out to party on his boat and then take off from a plane on the water.
Wait, what?
He's gonna party with a bunch of ballerinas on a boat. It's gonna be in the papers and everything.
What if the media interviews a ballerina and she's like, yeah, the trip was great, but Bruce randomly disappeared on a mysterious airplane halfway through?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the Joker.
He's awesome. He has a thing where he's like, so lucky it's almost supernatural.
What do you mean?
Well, he comes up with these super intricate plans that completely depend on things he couldn't possibly predict going exactly the way that he predicted them.
Do you have some examples?
Well, like he has a plan to get arrested but then escape by making a phone call that detonates a bomb that he planted in a prisoner's stomach, right?
Okay.
But that wouldn't have worked if he didn't have an officer in the interrogation room with him, or if he had been detained somewhere else, or if the prisoner had lifted up his shirt at any point.
Oh yeah, that does sound super lucky.
Right, so that kind of thing is gonna happen, a lot.
What kind of other stuff does the Joker do?
Well, we're gonna have a scene where Joker and his goons take over a fundraiser for Harvey Dent.
Okay.
And Joker's gonna throw Rachel out of a super high window.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Batman's gonna jump out of the window and catch her, so they're both gonna fall.
Wow, how hurt are they?
Not at all.
Oh.
Yeah, they land on a car, which makes it okay because cars are so soft and squishy.
And what happens with the Joker?
What do you mean?
Well, Rachel and Batman flew out the window, but he's still upstairs with a bunch of people, right?
Oh. Right.
Did you forget to write an end to that scene?
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
I guess we could just keep moving on with the movie and hope no one notices.
Fingers crossed.
Anyway, Joker's also gonna do a thing where he kidnaps Harvey and Rachel and ties them up to explosives.
Okay.
And there's a timer, so Batman's gonna have to decide who to try and save.
Does he manage to save either of them?
Yeah, he manages to save 25% of them.
Wait, 25% of two people?
Well, Rachel's gonna explode and half of Harvey Dent's gonna burn up.
Gotcha.
And so later, Joker's gonna dress up as a nurse and go visit Harvey in the hospital.
How does that go?
Well, somehow Harvey doesn't recognize Joker till he takes off his little surgical mask.
Wow, and he must really be mad at the Joker.
Yeah, but Joker's like, hey man, don't be mad at me for killing Rachel, be mad at everyone else for letting me kill Rachel.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, not really, but somehow that convinces Harvey to become like a wacky villain.
Oh really? So what does he do?
He goes on a killing spree where he flips a coin to see if people die or not.
Maybe a little drastic.
Yeah, so anyway, later Batman is gonna foil a plan of the Joker's to blow up a couple of fairies.
What do you mean?
Well, he pushes
Joker off a building, but then he catches him because, you know, Batman doesn't kill people.
Right, that's like his one rule.
Exactly. Super powerful to see him stick to his moral code like that, and then he's gonna push Harvey Dent off a building and kill him.
What?
Yeah, and Harvey's killed some people, so Batman takes the blame for all that.
Why would he do that?
Because he's the hero that Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now.
Oh, I don't get that.
Yeah, but it sounds cool, right?
I guess.
So,
But why wouldn't they just blame it all on the Joker?
because this is more heroic.
But it's not necessary.
It's heroic, though.
Well, okay then.
So what do you think?
Well, it sounds like a pretty great movie.
Thank you.
Although, to be fair, Batman is so popular these days, it'd be tough to make a movie about him that people don't like.
Very true.
So, you have a Batman sequel script for me?
Yes, sir, I do. So the bad guy in this one's gonna be Bane.
And how does the movie start?
Well, the CIA are gonna bring a bunch of hooded men onto their plane without checking their identities.
Wouldn't they at the very least lift the hoods to check for explosives or something?
No, because the CIA never investigates anything.
Oh, they don't?
Nope, and so it's gonna turn out that one of the hooded guys is Bane.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's planning on crashing the plane and staging it like an accident.
How does he do that?
By, you know, riddling the plane with bullets and ripping the wings off, and then dropping the main cabin miles and miles away from the wings.
And that's supposed to look like a normal plane crash?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so tell me more about this Bane guy.
Oh, well, he has big muscles and a little mask thing, and he sounds real scary.
Oh, what does he sound like?
He says scary stuff like,
What?
crashing this plane.
I can't, you sound like a Muppet that got stuck in a wall.
Yeah, super scary stuff.
I guess that would be scary. Get out of the wall, Grover.
And then we're gonna see Batman.
Oh, I can't wait for some Batman action.
Well, you're gonna have to, because he can barely walk.
What? Why?
Because he was Batman for like a year, so now he has no more cartilage in his knees.
So he can't physically be Batman anymore.
Exactly. Also, he doesn't want to, so it's gonna be quite a while before we see him as Batman.
Okay, well, I guess watching Bruce Wayne limp around for an hour will be somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, and I think waiting for him to become Batman again will make it that much more exciting when he finally does.
Maybe.
Anyway, later Bane and his guys are gonna attack the stock exchange.
Oh.
And at the same time, the bad guys are gonna use Bruce's fingerprints to make a bunch of trades and lose all his money.
Well, obviously they were fraudulent trades, right? There's no way people will treat them as real.
Oh, they will. So Bruce is poor now, and they shut off all the lights at the manor.
They immediately shut his lights off?
Yep, right away. He's poor.
Well, I should probably point out that that's not how anything works.
Oh, I'd much prefer if you didn't point that out.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Anyway, we're also gonna have this cop Blake figure out that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Wow, that's a tough one to crack. Must have been hard to do.
Actually, it was super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he kind of just recognized the look in his eyes that angry orphans get.
Oh, that was easy.
Yep, so later Batman's gonna get fixed with magic braces that give him superhuman kicks we'll never reference again.
Wow, so then he becomes Batman again?
So then he becomes Batman again. For a couple of minutes.
Wait, what?
Well, Catwoman is gonna bring him to Bane, and Bane's gonna break his back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he can't physically be Batman anymore. His body's broken.
Right.
Yeah, and I think waiting for him to become Batman again will make it that much more exciting when he finally does.
Didn't we just do this? I feel like we just did this for an hour.
We did, and it was so special, I figure, you know, let's do it again.
Well, okay then.
So Bane is gonna fly with Batman all the way to this crazy prison in India and explain to him how he's gonna torture his soul.
Bane's gonna fly with him all the way to India just to tell him that and then get on a plane and go back home?
Yeah.
Why not just tell him before sending him there?
Well, it's more dramatic if he explains it to him there.
Right, but that's like 30 hours of air travel.
Right.
Could have recorded a video.
Yeah, so back in Gotham, they're gonna be like, you know what, enough is enough. Let's just send all the police officers into the sewers and smoke Bane out once and for all.
Did you say all the police officers?
Yeah, I think that's standard procedure. When the police really want to capture someone, they just send everybody.
Oh, I didn't know that. Where'd you learn that?
It's just how I assume police things work.
Oh, okay. So how many officers are we actually talking here?
Well, let's see. New York City has something like 40,000 police officers for a population of 8 million, and we're saying that Gotham has a population of 12 million.
Okay.
So by that logic, I guess Gotham would have something in the range of 60,000.
So they send 60,000 police officers into the sewers.
It certainly seems like that's what we're going with.
Well, okay then.
So then Bane's gonna blow up a bunch of bombs and trap the cops in the sewers.
Aren't there like thousands and thousands of manholes they could escape through?
What the hell is a manhole?
You've never heard of manholes? Manholes are tight.
You realize this is not an adult film, right?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Manholes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Bane is also gonna destroy the bridges and reveal that he is an atomic bomb.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and if anybody tries to leave, he's gonna gonna detonate it, and also it's just gonna detonate itself in like 5 to 6 months. So their plan is to blow up Gotham whenever, but also just let it blow up in 5 to 6 months? Something like that. So if it's gonna blow up either way, why not just blow it up immediately? Because Batman needs time to fix his broken back. Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, then Batman has to get out of this prison. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to do that with a broken back. Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Yeah, because Bane hooked him up with a doctor who fixes his back with some rope and a solid punch to the spine. Wow. And then the prison has absolutely no guards, plus you can just climb out of it if you're agile enough. That is a very convenient prison. Yeah, so then back in Gotham, Commissioner Gordon's being forced to walk on thin ice and he's about to fall through and die. Uh-oh. But that's when Batman shows up, just in time. How does Batman showing up make the ice any less dangerous? Unclear, but Batman is back, baby. Everything's okay. How did Batman get back from India with no money or resources into a city that's under lockdown? Unclear, but he's back with just 12 hours before the bomb goes off. Wow, so what does he do? Well, he spends the first 4 hours or so on a little art project. Oh, he does? Yeah, he paints a big old bat symbol. Doesn't seem like the most pressing issue. Art therapy is very effective. It's a great way to prepare for a fight. Okay, good to know. So then Catwoman blows up one of the sewer exits and all the cops run out clean shaven and ready to fight. Clean shaven? Well, yeah, because as you know, the sewers are filled with enough shaving equipment for 60,000 men to groom themselves for 6 months. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Well, now you do. So then all the cops charge at Bane's men like it's medieval times or something. Don't the henchmen have machine guns? Well, what good are machine guns against batons and a couple of pistols? They'd be very good, I imagine. Well, anyway, it's gonna end up being a fist fight, so whatever. Well, whatever then. And then Batman and Bane are gonna fight, but now Batman's really good because he did some push-ups in prison. Wow. But then this lady Miranda, the Batman hooked up with, is gonna stab him. Wait, what? Yeah, she's gonna reveal that she's actually Talia, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul from the first movie. Oh, pretty crazy twist, right? I guess. And then Batman is gonna chase her because she takes off in a truck with the bomb in it. Very exciting. Yeah, and Gordon's bouncing around in back trying to turn the bomb off or something. Oh boy. And then the truck is gonna flip and Talia's gonna die. Oh, she is. Yeah, and I'd love it if the actress could play it as if she forgot she was supposed to die in the scene and then suddenly remembered. We can arrange that. And what about Gordon? How does his death play out? Oh, he's totally fine. Really? Wasn't he in the truck too? Yeah, he was just in the back bouncing around with a 2-ton bomb and he was just out of the hospital, but he's fine. Well, great. So then Batman's gonna fly the bomb out of the city just in time and it's gonna explode with a 6-mile blast radius. Wow, so Batman is gonna die? That's insane. Nope, he's gonna be fine too. But how? Autopilot, so he jumps out just before it explodes. But a 6-mile radius? Yeah, well, he's a fast swimmer, I guess. Get off my back, please, and thank you. Well, okay then. Also, that Blake guy's Robin. Sure, why not? So what do you think? That sounds great. Fantastic. Yep, I think we'll have made a trilogy that everybody involved will be proud of. Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. We have a ton of these on the channel that you can check out. You could also leave me a comment down below letting me know what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on Facebook and Twitter, spread it around. And as always, check back soon for a new pitch. Bye-bye.